Hi, I'm Random Trashy, welcome to the channel. Just before we get going, this might be, well, it is my favourite night vision device that I've ever reviewed on the channel. Now, before any of the squeamish people begin to worry about the price, yes, this is £1,200, but when I go through the features, the functionality and all the stuff this scope does, it is mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. So just going to go through, this is the Pulsar Digisight Ultra rifle scope. As you can see here, it's got a little picture of a phone, and I will get into exactly what stream vision is a little bit further on in the review. Now, this is a night vision scope that can be used during the daytime. Just that factor is incredible. So you don't have to swap this out. You can use it during the day, you can use it during your daytime skirmish, milsim, whatever, and not have to worry about reconfiguring, resighting, rescoping any of the functions on this to move into nighttime gameplay. Comes in a really nice big rugged box. You've got this carry strap here, you can throw it over your back. Nice just to be able to move around. Big rugged box, lots of padding, really nice from Pulsar. If you look at some of the other devices and stuff like that that are out there on the market, the way that this comes all packaged up, especially for that £1,200 price, is really, really good. If you open this up, there's a ton of accessories and bits and bobs in here, which I will go through very, very briefly, as to be honest, they're not all that exciting. Plug, USB. So it means that you can charge this from a USB power bank if you need to. USB cable with just your fast connector on the bottom, battery charger, battery cover protector so you can put your battery in there when it's not attached to the scope. We've also got here your little remote so you can control the scope via this if you need to. And then you also have some Velcro and stuff like that so you can stick it on your gun. So rather than you taking your finger away from your comfortable position on your gun, you can stick this on the gun, and this gives you full capability of being able to adjust the scope, which is incredible. It's like having a remote control scope. Now, this thing is by no means a small little discrete unit. This is a monster of a scope, but there are some fantastic benefits that you get with obviously having a scope of this size. Obviously, real nice rubberized eye cup on the end here, and that allows you to get your eye nice and comfortable to here, and it stops any of that bleed you're going to get from the screen. So one of the key factors, obviously, if you're using night vision, going up against other night vision users, you want to reduce that illumination that you're going to get from the device, and with this you can do it nicely here. You've got your zoom here, and then you've also got your focus ring here, so you can adjust the level or depth of focus, and then you've got your zoom feature here. On the right hand side, we've got an IR torch which allows you to illuminate an area. Obviously that will give a signature away to other night vision users, but it's a really nice addition. If you do want to take it off, you can just simply unscrew it, and I've got it on here fairly tight, probably tighter than you'd need, just so it doesn't come off. And then there is a cap for this inside there, so you can cover that up if you need to and not run this. But if you do want to run it, I think for the size of it and how well it equips to this device, you would want it on there. Just moving on towards the front of the camera while I screw this torch back on. Sorry, it's just a little bit fiddly trying to do this all with one hand. There we go, back on. Now that that's back on, we've got the lens at the front, got this peep hole inside there, so you can use this during the day. Nice thing about using it during the day, you're probably more likely to get direct shots. BB is not going to pass through that tiny little hole, so that protects the nice big lens that's behind it, and this is obviously for your nighttime viewing, so you can use this whole scope perfectly by looking through that perfect little peephole there. We've got the controls on the top, as you can see by the buttons that come down the top here. We've got an up button, a down button, a menu button, and then we've got like enter, which works as kind of the selection button at the very bottom here, and that's the one that's closest. On the right hand side, we've got the power button here, and if you power that up, looking through this, you get this kind of thermally-esque view, and I will just put some footage up right here now so that you can see what you're going to see when you're looking through this scope. Massive bonuses to this platform. You can record and you can take video via this, via night vision, also during daytime viewing, which is incredible. So any of you guys that are looking to do gameplay, you want to have a scope cam and night vision and be able to dial into targets, you know, you can adjust the reticles on this, you can adjust the position of the reticles. It means that you have a fully functioning day-night scope with night vision, and you can record and take videos, and that for me takes the absolute biscuit, especially at £1,200. What a price for an incredible unit. Now, if it comes across that I'm selling this thing really hard, I'm just super blown away by the cost, one, and by the amount of features that this has. Okay, let's get on to another cool feature of this, that is stream vision. What you do is this has Wi-Fi built into it. What you can then do is connect your iPad, iPhone to this device anywhere up to 300 meters away, and on that device you can view exactly what is being viewed on the scope. So whether that is your spotter that can see it and you're out hunting using this device, or whether you are airsoft and milsim and you've got someone else just controlling the recording so they can record your kills on your downtime, they stop the recording, you can literally control the entire scope from that application that you install. iPad, iPhone, it works, Android, iOS, Windows, the works. Incredible. And I will give you a quick example now of exactly how that works. I may have to split the screen up and stuff, but I will show you exactly how that all works. I'm not going to go into every detail and feature, I'm just going to give you the overview. If you want to do more digging on this, there's loads of information on this on the Pulsar website. So a scope that enables you to do all that for such a good price is mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing, especially when you compare a Gen 2 Plus monocular that will only give you a night vision capability is about £1,600. Picking this up for £1,200 is very good. Now, the quality of the night vision, I have been very limited in my capability to be able to test the night vision on this, but what I can say is it is around the Gen 2 vision capability that you're going to get from it. I wouldn't say it's beyond Gen 2, I wouldn't say it's Gen 3, I would say it's about the Gen 2 from what I've seen. You're going to see into the darkness to a degree without the IR illuminator on. With the IR illuminator on, obviously you can see a hell of a lot more, but it's about that Gen 2, so don't expect to be able to use this and look into the pitch dark forest at 50 meters and be able to see absolutely everything wriggling and moving around in there. You're not going to get that, but you are going to get a much more enhanced vision than your native or your natural eyesight is going to give you, which is amazing. And again, especially for that price, the digital night vision aspect of it also means that it's less likely to take damage from direct light, which again is another big bonus of this. You know, during the day you can use it like this, it's not going to get shot as much. At night you're less likely to take direct hits, but if you do, you know, you've got that nice big strong lens in there, real big thick glass. The likelihood of breaking that, I think, is very, very unlikely unless you're shot close with a sniper rifle using very heavyweight BBs. Might do a little bit of damage to the coating on the lens, but at least you know it's not going to break. You know, my idea would be have this down as much of the time as possible. When you are engaging targets at night and you are going to use this scope, you know, use it with the minimized view. If you do think that you're going to engage a target or see someone out there, flip that open, engage, put some shots forward, and then get that down and bug the hell out of there. But very, very easy to use. Love the way that the battery attaches as well. No fiddly screws, nothing difficult. You just flip that latch up and give it a pull and the battery comes away. Love that mechanism, especially if you've got a couple of batteries or you're going to be running this from the USB power. USB port is just on the side here. It's a USB-C style adapter. I'm pretty sure it is actually USB-C, but I don't want to say that for sure because it comes with its own cable. Haven't tried my own USB-Cs in here, but I'm sure it's USB-C. Nice good eyepiece, again easy that zoom adjustment that you have there, and just a really nice scope for the money. If you do have any comments, questions, feedback or anything on this, I will try and put in as much footage as I can through this. If you've got one of these, you want to give people some advice, give people some tips, if you want to go in depth on the information, if you do want to find out all of the specs and stats, the best thing you can do is speak to the guys over at Scott Country International, guys that sent this out to me, so thank you so much to them. Absolutely been blown away by this. Any representatives, any of the guys from Pulsar, continue on your great work. This thing is an absolute beast. The model number of this is the N355. Just wanted to make sure that I've got that right. There is a variety of models, 355 onwards and upwards, that will cost more, but this is the N355. You can check out all of the specs and details online. There is a ton of information about this and it comes with a real big thick manual, but my personal impression of this is it is an amazing tool, especially for the money. if you are looking for entry level and you're looking at your first step onto night vision and, you know, being able to record, having a day and night scope and all that lot, this is an absolutely incredible package. To be completely honest, one of the best that I've come across, with just a complete unit that you can just bolt onto your gun and be able to use it anytime, anywhere, and have that nighttime capability. So really, really impressed with this. Again, comments, questions, feedback in the box below. Tons more reviews coming to the channel, tons of special episodes, special guests, going to visit all sorts of cool and wonderful places. Myself and Richie are heading out on the road fairly soon, so thank you very much for tuning in. Again, if you want to go and check this out, the links to it will be in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon.